Welcome to Unit 5, My Story, where we'll embark on an exciting journey of crafting and delivering your personal introduction. This unit focuses on helping you write and present a compelling story about yourself. First, let's talk about the importance of crafting a personal introduction. It's more than just saying your name, it's about sharing a peek into who you are and making a memorable impression. This unit is all about guiding you through the process of writing, incorporating anecdotes, and refining your delivery skills. Each step is designed to enhance not just what you say, but how you say it. Remember, the goal is to make your introduction engaging and reflective of your personality. And don't worry, you'll receive feedback from your peers to help you refine your speech further. Let's dive in and start building a self-introduction that truly represents you. Learning objectives. Today, we will explore the learning plan and objectives for Unit 5, which focuses on enhancing writing skills, content creation, presentation abilities, and the art of giving and receiving feedback. We will divide this unit into 4 interconnected lessons, each designed to help you craft a 1 to 2 minute self-introduction by the end of the series. Lesson Breakdown. Lesson 5.1. Structuring your self-introduction. Begin by creating a clear outline. Lesson 5.2. Preparing engaging content. Add intriguing details and captivating stories. Lesson 5.3. Practicing your presentation. Hone your skills in gestures, voice modulation, and timing. Lesson 5.4. Peer feedback. Gather constructive feedback and set improvement goals. Each step is crucial for developing an engaging and effective self-introduction. Remember to participate actively and be open to the insights from your peers. Think back to a time when you had to introduce yourself. What did you say that made it memorable? Self-introductions play a crucial role in various settings, whether you're meeting new classmates, forming new friendships, or presenting yourself in interviews and presentations. These moments pave the way for lasting impressions. Now, here's a quick activity. Think about how you would introduce yourself in just 30 seconds. Pair up with someone nearby and share your introduction. Remember, the goal of a self-introduction is to be clear and memorable. So, what elements can make your introduction stand out? Keep these in mind as we move forward. Today, we're diving into 2 key aspects of crafting your self-introduction: self-introductions themselves and outlining your speech. Firstly, a self-introduction is more than just stating your name. It's your opportunity to present yourself, highlight your interests, and leave a memorable impression. Consider the example given. Hi, my name is Ploy. I am a student in M.5. I love reading and playing volleyball. This brief introduction is clear, friendly, and confident, setting a welcoming tone. Secondly, let's talk about the importance of creating an outline. An outline, or corn rang, is your roadmap for your speech. It helps you organize your thoughts and ensures you stay on topic. A good outline might include parts like opening, background, interests, goal, and closing. By planning these sections, you can confidently guide your audience through your introduction. Remember, clarity and structure are essential in delivering an effective self-introduction. By focusing on these elements, you'll create a speech that's not only engaging but also resonates with your audience. In this slide, we're diving into the power of vocabulary with 2 key terms that can transform your self-introduction. First, let's talk about anecdotes. An anecdote is a short, interesting story from your life that can make your speech more engaging and relatable. Think about a time when something unexpected happened to you, like getting lost on your way to school and meeting new friends. This kind of story not only captures attention but also makes your introduction more personal and memorable. Next, we have engaging. This term is all about keeping your audience interested. When you deliver an engaging introduction, you pique their curiosity and encourage them to learn more about you. To achieve this, include vivid details, share your emotions, and weave in personal stories or anecdotes. Remember, these tools are not just about telling a story but about connecting with your audience. Use them wisely to make your self-introduction stand out. When we talk about delivery and public speaking, we're focusing on how you express your ideas through both your voice and body language. First, let's consider your delivery. This means not just what you say, but how you say it. A confident delivery involves clear speech and using your body to engage your audience. Think about using eye contact, varying your tone, and ensuring your gestures match your message. For example, if you're excited about a point, let your face and hands show it. Next, let's look at posture. Standing with a straight back, shoulders back, and feet shoulder-width apart can make a world of difference. This conveys confidence, making your audience more likely to believe in what you're saying. Remember, A strong posture isn't just about looking good, it helps you feel more assured and in control. To tie these concepts together, practice using a mirror or recording yourself. This will help you see and hear how your delivery and posture come across. Remember, mastering these skills takes practice, but they are key to making a strong connection with your audience. When discussing the importance of vocabulary related to peer feedback, it's essential to emphasize how this process contributes to improvement and growth in public speaking. Begin by defining peer feedback. Explain that it's not just about receiving comments but also about engaging with classmates to enhance speaking skills. Next, highlight the term constructive. Stress how constructive feedback is different from mere criticism because it's designed to help you improve. You might say, constructive feedback is like a flashlight guiding you through a dark room, showing you where adjustments can be made. Finally, touch on refinement. Explain this as the continuous process of tweaking and enhancing your speech. Use an analogy, such as comparing it to polishing a stone to reveal its beauty. Encourage the audience to see refinement as an ongoing journey rather than a one-time task. Before moving to the next slide, remind them that good feedback is specific, kind, and helpful, ensuring a positive impact on their speaking journey. Today, we're diving into a vocabulary quiz to match English words with their Thai meanings, which will help reinforce our understanding and enhance our language skills. First, we have outline, which corresponds to the Thai word, korn rang. This term is essential for organizing your thoughts and structuring your speech effectively. Next, anecdote, meaning run ra san, is a powerful tool to engage your audience with a personal story or example. Then, we have posture, or thothang, a crucial element in your delivery that conveys confidence and credibility. Finally, refinement, translated as kar prabprung, emphasizes the importance of making small, continuous improvements to enhance your presentation skills. Remember, this quiz is a fun way to test your knowledge and solidify these important vocabulary terms. Let's now prepare for our next topic, where we'll explore how to structure a self-introduction effectively. Start by introducing the concept of structuring a self-introduction. The goal here is to create a memorable and effective introduction that can be delivered in 1 to 2 minutes. Highlight the importance of having a clear and logical outline, as it helps organize thoughts and ensures a strong delivery. First, emphasize that a self-introduction should have 5 key components. These components form the backbone of your speech, making it easier for the audience to follow and understand who you are. Explain that by organizing ideas logically, you set a solid foundation for your speech. This approach not only helps you stay on track but also ensures that your message is communicated effectively. Encourage the audience to think about their own self-introductions and how they can apply these techniques. Remind them that practice and refinement will lead to a more natural and confident delivery. Today, we're diving into the art of a self-introduction. Imagine you have just 1 to 2 minutes to make a memorable first impression. How do you structure it effectively? Let's break it down into 5 clear components to guide you. 1. Opening, greeting and name. Begin with a warm and welcoming greeting, ensuring you state your name clearly. This sets a friendly tone and helps your audience remember you. 2. Background, class, age and location. Share personal details like where you're from, your class, or your age. This information grounds your introduction and provides context about who you are. 3. Interests and hobbies. Talk about what you love doing. This is your chance to showcase your personality, whether it's playing the guitar or painting. 4. Goal or fun fact. Share a unique goal or an interesting fact about yourself. It adds depth and intrigue to your introduction, making it more engaging. 5. Closing, thank you statement. End on a polite note with a simple, thank you for listening. This shows gratitude and leaves a positive impression. These 5 components work together to create a self-introduction that's not only structured but also engaging and memorable. As we dive into the opening and background components of a self-introduction, let's start by emphasizing the power of a clear greeting. This sets the tone and grabs your audience's attention right from the start. You might say something like, "Hello everyone, my name is," your name, or, "Hi, I'm," your name, and I'm happy to be here. Next, let's share some key information about yourself. This is where you give your audience a snapshot of who you are. You could mention, "I'm a student in class M58 at school name," and add a personal touch with, "I'm from city, and I live with my family." Remember, keep it clear, correct, and concise. These 3 C's will help make your introduction impactful and easy for your audience to follow. When discussing your interests and hobbies, aim to share activities that genuinely excite you. This helps your audience connect with you on a personal level. For example, if you enjoy painting and playing the guitar, mention why these activities are meaningful to you. Next, move to your personal goal or a fun fact. This is your chance to share something unique about yourself that stands out. Whether it's an ambition like designing your own video game or a surprising fact, make it memorable. This can spark curiosity and leave a lasting impression. Finally, end your introduction with a warm and polite closing. A simple, "Thank you for listening," is effective and shows appreciation for your audience's attention. Remember, these elements add personality to your introduction, so make them count. In this slide, we're discussing the difference between a basic and a complete outline. Let's break it down. First, we have a basic outline, which is quite minimal, simply listing a name, hobby, and a goal. This approach lacks depth and engagement. Now, let's look at the complete outline, which is much more impactful. It starts with a warm greeting. "Hello everyone, I'm John." This not only introduces John but also sets a friendly tone. Next, John shares a bit about his background, mentioning where he lives and his studies. This gives the audience a sense of context and relatability. Then, John highlights his interest in playing multiplayer strategy games. This detail adds personality and can create a connection with those who share similar interests. Following that, John shares his goal of learning to code his own video game. This not only communicates ambition but also invites intrigue and support from the audience. Finally, John ends with a polite, "Thank you for your time," ensuring he leaves a positive impression. The key takeaway here is that a complete outline doesn't just list facts. It tells a story and engages your audience by painting a fuller picture of who you are. In this slide, we're focusing on the structure of a strong outline for your personal introduction. This is a crucial step in crafting a compelling and memorable presentation. Start with a warm greeting and introduce yourself by name. This sets a friendly tone and establishes who you are. Next, give a brief background. Mention your class, age, and hometown. This helps to create a connection with your audience by sharing a bit about your roots. Then, move on to your interests and hobbies. This is your chance to infuse personality into your presentation. Share activities that bring you joy or are significant to you. After that, highlight your goal or a fun fact. This could be an ambition or something surprising about yourself that captures interest. Finally, wrap up with a polite thank you statement. This provides a courteous end and leaves a lasting positive impression. Remember, this template serves as a guide to help you organize your thoughts and present them effectively. Let's move on to the next task where you'll start drafting your own outline based on this template. Draft your outline. Now it's time for you to create your own personal outline. You have 15 minutes to complete this task, so try to stay focused and make the most of this time. Start by writing your name and class at the top of your outline. This will help keep your work organized. Next, you'll want to fill in at least one bullet point for each section of the outline: opening, background, and interests. Remember, the goal is to use your own ideas and be as specific as you can. Think about what makes you unique and let that shine through in your outline. Don't forget to include your opening, background, and interests. You have 15 minutes, so work independently and use this time wisely. In the next part of the lesson, you'll learn how to add details and anecdotes to make your self-introduction even more engaging. So, let's get started. Congratulations on completing Lesson 5.1. Let's take a moment to ensure that your outline is truly ready for the next exciting step in Lesson 5.2. First, check that all 5 parts of your outline are complete. This is crucial because each section builds the foundation for a strong and engaging introduction. Make sure your ideas are logically organized. This helps your audience follow along effortlessly and keeps your presentation clear and concise. Lastly, verify that each section has at least one idea. This will serve as the starting point for elaborating and enriching your content in the next lesson. Once you're satisfied with your outline, you're ready to dive into Lesson 5.2, where we'll focus on adding details and anecdotes to make your self-introduction truly stand out. Remember, the goal is to make your story engaging and memorable. Preparing engaging content is key to making your self-introduction not only informative but also memorable. To do this effectively, focus on developing specific content and anecdotes. These will help you move beyond simply stating facts to creating vivid and relatable stories. Think of your introduction as a canvas where you paint your story with details and emotions. Remember the phrase, "Show, don't just tell." This means adding personal experiences, feelings, and short anecdotes to enliven your narrative. For example, instead of just saying, "I love painting," describe a moment when you felt inspired, perhaps the colors that captivated you or the satisfaction of completing a piece. This approach invites your audience into your world. Let's work on bringing your stories to life. Understanding the difference between telling and showing is key to making your storytelling more engaging and impactful. Let's break it down. Telling means just stating facts without any embellishments or emotion. It's straightforward and lacks depth. For instance, saying, "I like music," doesn't invite your audience into your world. Showing, on the other hand, is about painting a vivid picture with your words. It involves using details, emotions, and examples to create an image in the listener's mind. When you say, "Every evening, I put on my headphones and lose myself in the melody. Music is how I recharge," you're allowing your audience to visualize and feel your experience. The core rule here is, show, don't just tell. Notice how the second example, "I put on my headphones and lose myself in the melody," is more engaging. It invites listeners into your world, allowing them to connect with your story on a personal level. As we move forward, think about how you can incorporate this technique into your own storytelling. Aim to create moments in your narrative that your audience can see, feel, and experience right alongside you. As we dive into these examples, notice how show, don't tell truly transforms a simple statement into a vivid, engaging story. Let's start with the first example. Instead of just saying, "I like video games," we've expanded it into a scene. "I love strategy games. Last weekend I built a huge city in my favorite game. It took 3 hours." This paints a picture and invites your audience into your world of gaming, making the statement much more intriguing. Now, consider the next example. Rather than merely stating, "I like dogs," we have a lively depiction. "My dog Bruno does a funny happy dance every time I get home from school." This not only shares your affection for dogs but also offers a delightful glimpse into your daily life. Remember, when you show rather than tell, you allow your audience to connect with your experiences on a more personal level. Which of these examples do you find more memorable? Let's carry this principle forward as we explore how to craft your own anecdotes in the next section. To make your self-introduction truly memorable, let's dive into the art of crafting a short anecdote. This technique will help you connect with your audience on a personal level. First, choose a specific moment from your life that stands out. This should be a real and clear memory that captures the essence of who you are. Next, describe what happened in just 1 or 2 sentences. This is where you paint a quick picture, giving your audience a glimpse into that moment. Remember, the key is brevity and clarity. Finally, explain why this moment is significant to you. Connect it back to your personal story, showing how it has shaped or defined you. Remember, keep your anecdote short and natural, aiming for just 15 to 20 seconds. Practice delivering it out loud to ensure it flows smoothly and feels authentic. To add depth and engagement to your outline, it's important to expand each section with specific memories, feelings, and reasons. This approach not only makes your story more vivid but also more relatable for your audience. Start by considering the background of your story. Share a memorable anecdote about your hometown or school. Think about a moment that truly captures the essence of your roots and why it holds significance for you. Next, when discussing your goals or sharing a fun fact about yourself, take a moment to explain why this goal or fact matters to you personally. This connection can help your audience understand your motivations and passions better. Finally, let's talk about interests. Describe your favorite moment or an achievement that you're proud of. Ask yourself, when and why, as you reflect on these moments to turn simple facts into vivid, engaging details. Remember, the key is to ask yourself, when and why? These questions will guide you to transform your outline into a compelling narrative. Use these strategies to bring your story to life, making it not just informative, but also memorable. Transforming, telling sentences into showing sentences is a powerful way to enhance your storytelling. This slide focuses on making your narratives more vivid and engaging by adding specific details and personal touches. Let's dive into some examples. Tell, "I enjoy playing basketball." Show, you might say, "I love playing point guard on our local team, especially when I nailed that three-pointer at the buzzer last season." Notice how this version creates a vivid picture and stirs emotions through a specific memory. Tell, "My dream is to travel." Show, instead, you could express, "I'm dreaming of exploring the streets of Kyoto, immersing myself in its rich culture and enjoying the delicate flavors of authentic sushi." This paints a clearer picture and explains the why behind your dream. With these examples in mind, think about how you can incorporate similar details and feelings into your own stories. This approach not only makes your narrative more interesting but also helps your audience connect with you on a personal level. Adding detail to your story is all about painting a vivid picture for your audience. Let's explore how you can bring your experiences to life with depth and emotion. First, think about your background. Share a memorable story about your hometown or school experience. Maybe it's the scent of blooming jasmine in your village or the echoing laughter in your schoolyard. These details make your story tangible and relatable. When it comes to your interests and hobbies, focus on your favorite moment or achievement. Was it the thrill of scoring the winning goal in a soccer match or the pride you felt when you completed your first painting? These moments define your passion and invite others to share in your joy. Now, let's talk about goals. Explain why this goal is important to you, and use a specific example or feeling. Perhaps it's not just about becoming a doctor but about the memory of your grandmother's healing touch. This connection makes your goal resonate on a personal level. Remember, the key is to show, not just tell. Use when, why, and feelings to transform your story from ordinary to extraordinary. You have 15 minutes for independent work, so dive deep into these 3 areas with anecdotes and let your story shine. Now that we've explored how to transform our stories by showing rather than just telling, it's time to engage with each other through a peer discussion activity. Here's how we'll do it. Pair up with a partner and take turns reading the expanded details of your story. As your partner listens, they'll evaluate whether you've effectively shown the story. Afterward, engage in a discussion to identify any sentences that might need more vivid detail, and revise them together. Don't forget to switch roles so both of you get a chance to share and improve. Remember, the goal is to provide kind and specific feedback to help each other enhance your storytelling skills. Let's make the most of this opportunity to learn from one another. As we move into the delivery practice and scripting stage, it's time to bring all your hard work together into a polished performance. First, let's focus on finalizing your speech script. This is your personal introduction, so ensure it reflects who you are authentically. Next, practice your posture. Stand tall with your shoulders back. This not only portrays confidence but also helps with voice projection. Remember to maintain eye contact with your audience. This creates a connection and keeps them engaged. Also, pay attention to your voice clarity. Speak clearly and at a pace that's comfortable for both you and your audience. These elements, script writing, posture, eye contact, voice projection, and pacing, are crucial for delivering a confident 1 to 2 minute introduction. As you practice, focus on these skills to enhance your delivery. When building your script, start by integrating your 5 outline points with anecdotes into complete sentences. This approach will help create a narrative that flows naturally and keeps your audience engaged. Use transition words like first, also, for example, and finally, to connect your ideas smoothly. Transitions are essential for guiding your listeners through your speech and maintaining coherence. Remember to write how you speak. Keep your sentences clear and natural, avoiding overly complex language. This makes your speech more relatable and easier to follow. Incorporating these elements will ensure your final speech script is not only informative but also engaging and authentic. As we dive into the first delivery skill, let's focus on posture and body language. These are foundational elements that can significantly impact how your message is received. Start by standing tall, with your shoulders back and feet shoulder-width apart. This not only looks confident, but it also helps you feel more self-assured. Keep your head up and make sure you're facing your audience with confidence. It's important to hold your script at chest level. This position is comfortable and ensures your face remains visible to the audience. Let's touch on what to avoid. Refrain from swaying side to side or shifting your weight frequently, as these movements can be distracting. Crossing your arms or fidgeting with your hands can also signal nervousness. Remember, good posture not only exudes confidence but also aids in projecting your voice clearly across the room. By maintaining strong posture, you set a solid foundation for all the other delivery skills we'll explore. Embody this confidence, and your audience will feel it too. Delivery skill 2 is all about enhancing your connection with the audience through effective eye contact and a clear voice. Start by making regular eye contact. Look up from your script often and scan the audience. Imagine drawing a gentle arc with your eyes, moving from left to center, then to the right. This helps create a personal connection, making each listener feel like you're speaking directly to them. Remember, avoid looking at the floor or ceiling, as it can disconnect you from your audience. Now, let's focus on your voice. Speak loudly enough so everyone can hear you, but ensure clarity by enunciating each word slowly and deliberately. Use pauses strategically between key points to emphasize your message and give your audience time to absorb the information. Project your voice with confidence, as this not only aids in clarity but also demonstrates your authority on the subject. By mastering these skills, you'll deliver a message that's both engaging and easy to follow. Let's delve into the importance of pacing and timing in your delivery. First, remember that your target is to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. This is a manageable time frame that allows you to convey your message clearly without overwhelming your audience. One of the most crucial aspects of pacing is to avoid rushing. After each idea, take a moment to pause. This gives your audience the time they need to process what you've just said. If you find yourself finishing too quickly, consider adding more depth with a relevant anecdote or example. On the other hand, if you're moving too slowly, look for repeated ideas or unnecessary filler words to cut out. Practicing with a stopwatch can be incredibly helpful. It ensures you maintain a consistent pace and helps build your confidence so that your audience can fully grasp every word you say. Remember, good pacing not only demonstrates confidence but also significantly enhances the audience's comprehension of your message. Let's dive into the rehearsal breakdown. Think of it as your personal roadmap to a successful delivery. First on our checklist is posture and body language. Stand tall, keep your shoulders back, and balance your weight with feet shoulder width apart. This not only looks confident but also feels empowering. Next, let's talk about eye contact. It's crucial to connect with your audience by looking up regularly and scanning from left to right. This makes each listener feel personally engaged. Moving on to voice clarity and volume, remember to speak loudly and clearly. Enunciate each word with care so your message resonates across the room. Finally, focus on pace and timing. Aim for a natural rhythm, pausing between key ideas to let them sink in. Keep your speech between 1 to 2 minutes to maintain interest without rushing. Use this checklist to reflect on your performance after each rehearsal. It's a wonderful tool to ensure you're ready for the final presentation. Self-rehearsal is a crucial step in refining your presentation skills. Let's break it down into manageable steps to ensure you get the most out of your practice session. First, focus on writing your full speech script. This will serve as your roadmap, helping you organize your thoughts and structure your introduction effectively. Once your script is ready, it's time to rehearse. Stand up and practice with a timer, aiming to deliver your speech in 1 to 2 minutes. This will help you manage your pace and timing, key elements of a confident delivery. Next, perform a self-check by assessing your posture, voice, and eye contact. Stand tall, speak clearly, and engage with your imaginary audience. These elements are vital in making a connection with your listeners. Finally, reflect on your performance and set one specific improvement goal. This reflection process will help you identify areas for growth and fine-tune your delivery for the next rehearsal. Remember, self-rehearsal is an ongoing process. Each practice session is a step towards becoming a more effective and engaging speaker. When delivering a presentation, it's common to encounter unexpected challenges. Let's explore some quick tips to help you troubleshoot during your speech. First, if you're feeling nervous, take a moment to breathe deeply before you begin. This simple action can help calm your nerves and center your focus. If you suddenly forget your words, remember that it's perfectly okay to pause. Gently glance at your script if needed, and then continue at your own pace. Another common issue is speaking too fast. To address this, try pausing briefly after each sentence. This not only helps with pacing but also gives your audience a moment to absorb your message. Finally, keep in mind that mistakes are a normal part of learning. Stay calm and remember that every error is an opportunity to improve. For this slide, you're going to guide your audience through the process of giving and receiving peer feedback, an essential skill for refining public speaking abilities. Begin by introducing the main activity, presenting your personal introduction to a peer. Emphasize the importance of speaking clearly and confidently for 1 to 2 minutes, utilizing the script and delivery skills that they have been practicing. Now, highlight the feedback model you want them to use: 1 positive, 1 suggestion. Explain that this involves giving 1 piece of positive feedback alongside 1 constructive suggestion. This model ensures feedback remains both helpful and balanced. Encourage them to think of feedback as a gift, something meant to help and uplift. Remind them to be specific in their responses. For example, they might say, "Your energy was great, but try to slow down a bit for clarity." This approach not only helps the speaker grow but also builds an encouraging learning environment. Reiterate that this exercise is about mutual growth and that both giving and receiving feedback are skills that will benefit them in many areas of life. Today, we're diving into the heart of constructive feedback. Let's talk about what makes feedback truly helpful and how you can use it to help others improve their public speaking skills. Start by explaining that constructive feedback is all about being helpful, specific, and kind. It's not just about pointing out what's wrong, but also about highlighting what works well and how one can build on those strengths. A good example of constructive feedback might be, "Your voice was clear and easy to follow. Try making more eye contact with the audience next time." Notice how this comment is specific and offers a clear path for improvement. In contrast, unhelpful feedback is often vague or even mean-spirited, such as simply saying, "That was bad." Such comments don't provide a roadmap for the speaker to improve. As a tip, always aim to be polite and specific. Focus on what can be improved, not the person. This approach not only fosters a positive learning environment but also encourages growth and development. In this slide, we're focusing on the one positive, one suggestion model for giving peer feedback. First, let's highlight the strength. For example, you might say, "Your voice was clear and confident." This is a great way to acknowledge something positive about the presentation, which helps build confidence and opens the recipient to constructive feedback. Next, we move on to the suggestion. You could suggest, "Try making more eye contact next time." This is specific and actionable, allowing your peer to know exactly what they can work on. Remember, the goal of feedback is to be helpful and kind, encouraging growth and improvement. By using this model, you help create a positive environment where everyone can learn and improve together. To effectively set up the peer feedback worksheet, let's go through each section together, ensuring you know exactly what to do. First, make sure you write the names of both the presenter and the reviewer at the top of the form. This is crucial for keeping track of who is giving and receiving feedback. Next, in the strength section, focus on providing a specific, positive comment about the speech. For example, you might say, "I liked how you engaged the audience with your storytelling." Then, move on to the suggestion section. Here, offer one clear idea for improvement. You could suggest, "Next time, try to use more pauses to emphasize key points." Finally, in the reflection section, the presenter will write a personal improvement goal after reviewing the feedback. This could be something like, "I aim to improve my pacing for better clarity in the next presentation." Remember, the goal is to give feedback that is both constructive and encouraging, helping your peers grow and improve their speaking skills. Now, let's apply these steps in our next activity. In this slide, we're diving into the pair feedback activity. You'll be working in pairs to deliver your personal introduction speeches. The goal here is to not only practice your speaking skills but also to engage in the one positive, one suggestion feedback model. This is a fantastic opportunity to hone your ability to give and receive constructive criticism. Start by having student A present their speech for 1 to 2 minutes while student B listens, times the presentation, and fills out the feedback form. Then, switch roles. This ensures that both partners have the opportunity to develop their speaking and feedback skills. Once both have presented, each of you should write down one specific improvement goal based on the feedback you've received. This exercise is about collaboration and mutual improvement, so embrace the process and support each other in becoming more effective communicators. Speaker reflection. Setting improvement goals. Let's explore the significance of reflecting after receiving feedback. This step is essential on your path to becoming a more effective speaker. Steps to consider. Read the feedback. Begin by taking a moment to thoughtfully review the feedback from your peers. Identify one area for improvement. Focus on just one aspect you can enhance. This could pertain to your delivery, content, or audience engagement. By concentrating on a single goal, you make it more manageable and less daunting. Set a specific goal. Write down a clear objective for yourself. For instance, you might decide, "I will work on maintaining eye contact and refrain from reading directly from my notes." This clarity will help guide your preparations for your next presentation. Remember, establishing a clear improvement goal is a significant step in your speaking journey. It reflects your commitment to personal growth and excellence. Let's all strive to take one actionable step forward. As we approach the final showcase, it's crucial to ensure you're fully prepared and confident. Let's go over the preparation checklist to make sure you're ready to shine in your presentation. First, confirm that your script is finalized and saved. Pause for emphasis. This is your roadmap, so having it ready means you can focus on your delivery. Next, ensure you've timed your speech to be between 1 to 2 minutes. This range is optimal, allowing you to present your ideas clearly without rushing or dragging. You've also practiced your posture, eye contact, and voice. These elements are key to delivering your message with confidence and engaging your audience. Finally, integrate the feedback you've received from your peers. Pause. This step is about taking your presentation to its best possible version. Remember, you've worked hard to reach this point. Now it's your time to shine. Glowing star. Congratulations on reaching this significant milestone in your journey. In Unit 5, you've honed your skills in outlining, storytelling, and delivery. These are not just technical skills, they're essential tools for effective communication. Reflect on how far you've come, from mastering the structure of a presentation to engaging your audience with compelling storytelling. Through peer feedback, you've also learned the art of constructive critique and self-improvement. This ability to give and receive feedback is crucial not only for presentations but in all areas of life. As you prepare for your final showcase, remember that this is your opportunity to shine and share your unique story with confidence. You've put in the hard work, and now it's time to let your skills shine through. Trust in your preparation and enjoy the moment.